Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Hurricane. It is Division Playoff Sunday, and it's time for another NFL Tour preview. Today we have the #1 seed Carolina Panthers, fresh off their first round bye, and the 6th seed Seattle Seahawks, winning after last week's shank at the bank, 10-9 over the Vikings. Who will move on to the NFC Championship game to take on the Arizona Cardinals? It's time to find out. I'll take control of the Panthers, and I've cranked up the difficulty to the highest in the game, Legend. We'll see how things play out. Here we go, Seahawks and Panthers. One thing I wanted to add before we get underway. These simulations, or previews, whatever you want to call them, have been correct for 3 weeks in a row. We're now 5-2 on the season here in these NFL Tour previews. So we'll see how this plays out as I open things up with Steve Smith. And I'm going to be down, hang on to the ball please, at around the 30-yard line. Alright, Jake Delhomme at quarterback. I could have put in David Carr. That would have been fun. And we open things up passing. And I'm just going to follow Deshaun Foster. Lead the way. Go down, Jake. I wanted to slide, but I ran into the wall. Still got a first down. Why is that cartwheel happening? How will running the football be here on Legend difficulty? Delhomme hands off to Deshaun Foster. Oh, Drew Carter gets shoved out the way, but Foster still gets a gain of 9. Carter lines up left, Delhomme to the air. We're going to go Carter's way. He makes the catch and hangs on. Oh, he's still on his feet. Nice job, Drew Carter. First down. I'm expecting a lot more big hits on this difficulty as we'll toss it out. Uh-oh. Foster's hit and down for a loss of 2. Perhaps we won't run it at unblocked Lofa Tatupu again. But back to the air. Oh, I want to take that chance. Oh, no! No! I actually went too far. I tried to float it over the top there to Foster, and that didn't work well. Alright, Foster lines up in the slot. Here comes a blitz, though. We're going to go up top, and it's caught! It's Drew Carter! He made the grab in front of Kelly Jennings for a 1st and goal. I had to throw it to one of the two, and it ended up being Drew Carter. Look at that grab. Clutch play by Carter. Now we're looking for the game's first points, and we will go back to the ground. Alright, from the 1-yard line, it's a Jake Delhomme quarterback draw, and it didn't work. Whoops. We'll try this again now. 2nd down and goal. Rolling right. It's a pass to Carter. Another grab. This one's a touchdown. No Steve Smith on this first possession. It was all Drew Carter. Now we're looking for 2 against the blitz. We gotta go up again. Carter in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Drew Carter is taking over. I was not expecting such a great first possession from Drew Carter. And now the throw-off goes deep to the Seahawks. And breaking a couple tackles is Marcus Trufant, and he's down to the 25. After that great offensive start, what can we do against this Matt Hasselbeck quarterback sweep as he throws away one defender and gets 5? Oh, we got Chris Gamble out there at wideout, and the pass goes the other way. It's complete. Now it's their number 18 making a play, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown DJ Hackett. In just a couple plays, the Seahawks match us, but they still got to make the 2-point conversion. We're going to blitz Hasselbeck this time. It's an option play, and Hasselbeck pitches it back, and Sean Alexander, stiff arm, and finally breaks in for the 2-point conversion. This game is going to be interesting. Now we have Chris Gamble back on the return. I'll never forget Chris Gamble trying to lateral, like a punt return I think it was. Cost him a game against the Vikings many, many years ago. As we'll start from our own 23. It's Jake Delhomme against the blitz. We have a couple receivers open. I'll just throw it to Foster. There he is. And Foster is down near the 40 of Seattle. Or actually, that's midfield, isn't it? And now, since Foster's playing so well, we'll go to the ground. But there's Tatupu once again. And along with Kelly Jennings laying a hit. I haven't gotten Steve Smith involved quite yet. I'm going to roll left. Smith, you're not that open. It's okay, though. Steve Smith, no, it's picked. That was terrible. Intercepted by Kelly Jennings near the 20-yard line, and the Seahawks will take over. There's the first big defensive play of the game as Matt Hasselbeck hands off. It's Sean Alexander. Bringing him down is going to be a challenge. It's going to take multiple tacklers. And this time we bring a blitz against the quarterback sweep of Hasselbeck, but he still gets the first down. We're blitzing the linebacker as Hasselbeck is under pressure, and he breaks away. Hasselbeck on the move. 35 to the 30. We still can't tackle this man until we unleash the suplex. First down, Seahawks. Tackling is going to be a huge issue. It already is. Now off the play fake. Hasselbeck dumps it off. There's a tackle, as that's a gain of 5. At the very least here, field goal range means nothing. They have to get into the end zone. And now another quarterback sweep. Hasselbeck breaks away from one and flips ahead. First down. And Hasselbeck running another sweep. And he's got one man to beat and is down. 11 seconds left, though. We're getting aggressive here as Alexander takes the direct snap and goes up and over. Sean Alexander for the touchdown. That was smart. They came out direct snap, the quickest way to get the ball in the hands of the ball carrier. And now another sweep outside gives Alexander another point. It's 15-8 Seattle. So can I make something happen with 9 seconds to go in the half? Has to be quick. Foster just goes straight ahead. Not going to try any weird moves as Foster is down with 5 seconds left. Uh-oh. It's raining. It's storming. Here we go. Gotta go deep. Delhomme throws it up for Carter. Catch is made. Hit is there. And that tackle will take us to halftime. Seattle leads by 7. The interception was very costly. Now we have to get the ball back as Seattle gets the ball to open the second half. Defense has been a big challenge, as tackling is not easy. We need a turnover of some sort. Hasselbeck stands in the shotgun. He runs the option to the right. And, I thought I could intercept the pitch. Instead, it's Alexander up the field for about 5. Now it's going to be a direct snap to Alexander, who sweeps left, breaks a tackle, and there's a block. Alexander in the clear to the 10-5 touchdown on the front flip. Wow. Sean Alexander with another score. This is going to be tough. Here's the conversion. It's a fake to Alexander, and a pass caught for the conversion. 22-8. All right, Carolina, it's crunch time now. Steve Smith from the 3. Smith up to the 20, and he's still on his feet until he's hit again immediately at the 24. Got to make smart decisions. And this time it's going to be running with Jake Delhomme. Diving ahead for the first down. Now with Foster in the slot, there's the blitz. We're going to go back to the middle. Nice throw by Jake Delhomme. And Foster, keep going, Foster. We have to do this quickly. Save as much time as possible. And this time they blitz the inside linebacker. I'll just dump it off here. I didn't like my looks. Had to get it out quick. Foster gets a couple. And now they're going to play coverage. Rolling out Jake Delhomme to the first down marker. Diving inside the 10. First and goal. Good possession so far. Now we roll left. No one there to cover Jake Delhomme. Touchdown, Carolina. Now we have to get this conversion. It's an 8-point game at the moment. Still always going to go for 2. Most of the time, anyway. They have pretty good coverage, though. Gotta go deep. Whoa, no one there. And it's incomplete. Looking for Steve Smith. Now we have to get a stop, but even if we do and get a score, the best we can do is tie the game. Jake Delhomme throws it deep to Sean Alexander. Carolina needing a turnover of some sort. Alexander is breaking away from first contact again, and he continues fighting forward. There's the big hit, down at the 30. We have to stop Matt Hasselbeck. There's the blitz and an off-balance throw. We have to keep forcing that. Now I'm blitzing too, as I thought they would give this to Alexander. It's a direct snap. He pitched it back. It's Hasselbeck. Make the tackle, please. Stop breaking tackles, Hasselbeck. And now, standing in the shotgun, Hasselbeck takes the snap. Passing complete. That is a first down. And there's the tackle as Dion Branch makes the play. We're going to keep blitzing too and playing aggressive. Direct snap this time. Alexander, he's trying to break away. And there's the stiff arm. Whoa, he's still going. Are we going to make a tackle today? Alexander to the 15. Up the wall. We still can't bring him down. We need the turnover. Hasselbeck running the option. Flip back. Alexander still... First contact, you guys know the drill. Touchdown, Seahawks. Alexander has another, and it's 28-14. Hasselbeck now in the shotgun, back to pass. Flips it out right, and that's going to be a stop to keep it a 14-point game. Need a miracle here in 28 seconds. Deshaun Foster on the return from the 3. 15-20. Foster makes a move to the outside. Shakes away from another. And we have first down. And there's the storm once again. Seahawks blitz. Pass going down the middle. Foster! Come on, pitch it back. Or break a tackle, I don't care. First down. We have to get this into the end zone. Foster's open again. Catch made. 12 seconds on the clock. First down. Need the score right here. We're going to roll out. Delhomme throws it up. Back of the end zone. One-handed catch for the touchdown by Drew Carter. Now we have to get the conversion and get the ball back with 8 seconds. I'll just go 1-point conversion this time because it's a 5-yard throw. And we're going to roll out again. There's Smith. Finally, we get the ball to him to make it 28-21. All right. Only 8 seconds left to make something happen. Here we go. The throw off goes deep. And come on, force a fumble. Lose the football, something. No. We know what we got to do here. Come on. It's Sean Alexander. Fumble the football. Come on. No. The Seahawks win. Man, tackling was so bad for us in that one. We could not stop Sean Alexander. And the Seahawks win 28-21. So, if this is right for the 4th week in a row, the Seahawks will move on to the NFC Championship. Next week, I may go back to the previous difficulty just because the broken tackles were a little ridiculous. But, this is the result this week. Seahawks win 28-21. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys with more NFL Tour next week for one of the championship games. I don't know which one yet. We'll see which one is more compelling. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.